Hey YouTube, it's Craig here, and I'm back with a new video. This one is going to be kind of a rant. It is my biggest regret of 2021, and this comes down to fountain pens. And in a very short amount of time, I went from having about 4 fountain pens in my collection to having about 13 fountain pens in my collection, and this is the biggest regret. Is the Graf von Faber-Castell Classic Macassar. Why is this pen the biggest regret? Well, I've actually been calling it the Graf von Failure Castell because right out of the box, you can even see, you see that? See how the cap is uneven? There we go. You can even have the cap get screwed on crooked. Didn't even know that. That's a new one. Right out of the box. It took me about 2 weeks to film the unboxing video because I did the unboxing, which was awesome. The packaging, the box that comes with it is really great. There's a little cloth bag for the pen. But the nib was jacked up right out of the plastic. So I was the first person to handle the thing from the manufacturer, and right out of the box, it was like a paper shredder. Just, you had to hold the nib in one particular orientation in order for it to write at all. It was hard starting. It would railroad constantly. It just was a big piece of crap right out of the box. Then, I got it to work enough for the video that I shot with the Gerbon Emerald of Shiver, but it continued to have issues, and I tried like 3 or 4 different kinds of inks with it, and every time it just wasn't great. I even made this really cool Haunted Mansion picture for my coworkers at Disneyland. I was using it as like a dip pen, and it worked kind of. It just wasn't the best experience. So I wasn't sure what to do with the pen. Finally, one of my friends on Instagram told me hey, why don't you try contacting their customer service, see what they can do about it. I could have probably returned it to Appelboom Pennen, but I had already inked it up a couple times, and I felt bad. Like, I'm not going to return a pen that I had used. I know I would have gotten better customer service from Juiced than I did from Graf von Faber-Castell. So I contacted Graf von Faber-Castell, their customer service team, and they responded back really quickly. And I said, yeah, I have this this pen with this nib. My issues have been that if you unscrew the cap, the section would get easily unscrewed. And but the biggest issue was the nib. The nib was, the tines were really uneven, and it was making it really hard to write, or it would hard start constantly. But mostly I had noticed that the tines were uneven. They responded back saying, hey, could you tell us what inks you've been using? I said, yeah, sure. I've been using Diamine. I've been using Mont Blanc ink. I've been using Gerbon ink. I've been using Lamy Black, which are all great brands of ink. There's really nothing wrong with that ink. And they go, oh, okay, well, because you've been using non-authorized ink, we cannot follow the warranty on your pen. Basically, we're voiding your warranty because you've been using inks that aren't GVFC inks. But hey, we can send you a packet of ink, which they did. They sent me some hazelnut brown, brown to match the brown pen, and try out our ink, and that should fix your nib issues. And I was like, well, I can see the tine. I have a loop. The tines are uneven. And they go, well, because you used inks that aren't authorized, we can fix your pen, but we're going to charge you for a new 18 karat gold nib unit, which is like $250. Like, that's like half the price of the pen. I just paid this money for this pen, and it out of the box doesn't write. Well, should have used our ink. So after that back and forth, I was pretty pissed off. I decided to contact my friend Greg at Antique Digger. Right now I just get a lot of hard starts, and it's just very, very scratchy. I don't know if it's the tines or what, but a lot of hard starting. And he spent a good half an hour adjusting the nib, and now it writes as it should. And I was thinking about using this ink for this Rant video, but I decided not to. I put some Diamine 1864 Blue Black, I put a cartridge in, and now it writes wonderfully. So it writes a lot better. It's way, way, way smoother. The ink flows a lot better. It's much wetter. Before it was a very, very, very dry writer. And yeah, now it's writing as I had expected it to write. But yeah, it's my least favorite fountain pen of the 13 I own. And I highly do not recommend this brand because that's some trash customer service. I mean, in this hobby of fountain pen collecting, fountain pen writing, nobody is just like, okay, well, I'm going to buy a pen and I'm just going to use their brand inks with the pen. I was the most upset with the fact that it said nowhere on their website. It said nowhere in any of the booklet and the things that came with it that I had to use this pen with their inks. And then they were like, here's a link to our Faber-Castell, not our Graphon Faber-Castell website, but our just Faber-Castell website that says if you do not use our inks, it voids your warranty. And I thought that was total crap. But that's that, you guys. I do not recommend this pen, but I am thinking about giving it away. If you are interested in this pen, leave a comment down below. And I'll probably ended up doing a giveaway on it. It's not for me. Let me know, you guys. Do any of you have one of these pens? Do any of you, what do you think of Graphon Faber-Castell? Just been a big letdown. So there you have it, guys. The Graphon Faber-Castell Classic Macassar. And that's the video. Thanks so much for checking it out, you guys. If you have any questions, leave a comment down below. If you want to see more content like this, go ahead and subscribe. Give the video a thumbs up if you liked it. And follow my Instagram at Roccanova. And we'll see you guys in the next video. All right. Peace.